Right now.
Malone.
We're going live. All right, we're live now.
Like I was saying, I wish I had Yost money. He goes to baseball games all the time.
What's going on, y'all?
Yost doesn't have money. Yost gets free tickets because I know people.
Oh man, I gotta get to know people, man, for sure. Because you're like sitting there. You're not like up in the boonies, with all the broke people. You're like there.
Well, I got there early. It's bad. I got there for BP early. I knew somebody that had free tickets, so I got in, caught baseballs, and then I sat in like the club level where like the employees sit, and then I went back down. And so, if you ever come to Kansas City, man, I'll take you to a game.
Yeah, if you ever come here, man, we can go see the Nationals play. I've been to 10 games. I've been to 10 games. I've never seen a Curly W, which is a win, for us, but I've never seen one. I think I'm just bad luck, man. 10 games.
My wife's good luck, so anytime she goes, the home team wins.
Nice.
How do you get the free tickets, Yost?
What?
How do you get the free tickets?
I know a guy that works for Royals.
Oh, you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. I got it.
I know a guy that knows a guy. Jimmy Two Legs. I make some bets.
You pull some strings.
I pull some strings, like some kneecaps. Call my bookie.
Makes sense.
That's funny.
Is anybody even in here? It's 3 people watching.
I don't even know, man. Someone's gonna jump in here. Let me put the link in my Discord. So
whatever, Rodney up in here. Rodney's a supporter. What I was gonna say was I was just there last year in Baltimore, and I went to DC. I was just in Baltimore for the first pitch as well for the Waldorf, Maryland, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Nice. Yeah, I don't really like going to Baltimore because it's kind of like dangerous, but
it is dangerous.
Let me see here.
Yeah, it's like Giants and Dodgers fans here. There's been so many fights. What do you guys think? Should I place an order or no?
Sure, man. Why not?
I'm in LA, so I have more options than. Oh snap! We got my man Carlos too.
If I were to place an order here, I guarantee you.
What's up, Carlos?
Freaked out, bro. I'm like,
hi, everyone.
Warehouse.
What up, Carlos? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, thank you. How's everyone here?
Good.
We're doing good. Thanks for jumping in, Carlos.
Oh, yeah, it was a convenient time. I'm happy that this stream happened in a time that coincides with my schedule, and I'm happy to join you guys. Even though the topic is about the gig economy, which I only did a little bit.
We have an Angels fan in here. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just kidding, Rodney. What's going on, Casey? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think people start trickling in. Sorry, go ahead, Carlos. I cut you off.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just happy to be here. How's everyone doing?
Good.
We're doing good. We're I know you don't follow gig content, but we're just doing live party after Pedro Santiago's live stream. The last one we did was 2 weeks ago, so it's been a minute.
I did do DoorDash a little bit in the past.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And apparently there was some sort of lawsuit in which people who worked for DoorDash got some sort of monetary compensation. So recently, $10 popped out into my bank account
nice.
Randomly. And I guess those are $10 I didn't have before.
Yeah, I got 500 from
thousands of dollars. I saw, people on Facebook. I saw they were getting 3,000, 4,000. I'm like,
like 10 grand. I'm like, what the hell? How much DoorDash did you do? Because it's based on your mileage.
Right, but it was only a California thing, right?
It was California, Massachusetts. I think it was 2 states.
No, bro, you at work right now, bro?
I am, bro. I'm making that money. I'm making that money. Yeah, I work overnight.
The guy doesn't sleep. He does DoorDash during the day and does W2 at night.
Right now, man, but I'm working.
I mean, in a bed.
True. Yeah.
It's like almost 1 o'clock there, isn't it?
It's 12:45, so I don't get off till 5. But today it's looking like 6.
Damn.
You're a hustler, man. You make me want to hustle more. Trust me. For real, bro. You be like, dang, man, you be making that money. I'm like, man, I gotta do something like Nova, bro. You be inspiring me, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. If it didn't cost so much to live here, it wouldn't work that much, But
I'm sure it's cheaper than LA.
Probably a little bit.
Crazy expensive. What do you guys think? Should I order something? I got lots of options. I got hot chicken sandwiches, like spicy. That's the same
You guys
location.
got any peak pay happening right now? You guys got any peak pay? Right now, there's
dude, we hardly have any peak pay here anymore. There's so many dashers.
I mean, right now it's like almost 1, so they have that BS peak pay going on. Like no one's gonna be working right now.
Yeah, the maps are red, but we don't have.
Look at this gray map.
Oh, look at that! That looks sad. See, that's my map right now.
That's my map right now.
This is downtown Kansas City.
Peak pay.
That's downtown. So that's why it's $3.
The closer I get to DC, the redder it gets. But yeah, I don't want to be out there this time of night.
There's only one area with peak pay. Oh no, wait. There's well, actually, no, I don't want to give away his market. There's a market up north that has $1 peak pay, and then what's the other market? Westwood, so New UCLA. That's pretty much it. Yeah, everything else is red, but no peak pay.
Could you imagine delivering to like a senator or something, or like a house clerk, like one of there?
I did have a guy who he's a subscriber. He told me
Tony's in the house.
He delivered to the White House, and I guess it happens, but just to the gate, obviously. So you gotta
Rodney says the same thing. No peak pay here.
Whatnot. So interesting for sure.
Could you imagine delivering like Joe Biden or something? You'd be like, "Hey, y'all, thank you for the food." Yeah, it's like that's taxpayer money.
There's a building in my old zone. I don't know what it is. It's definitely government, but there's no label, there's no signage or anything. When you pull up one of those signs, 100% ID check, they check your car and everything, and then it's usually for the security guard most of the time. But the people that work there, they never, I guess they know already, so they're like, oh, just give it to the security guard because you can't get in even if you wanted to, or whatever. So I'm not a fan of those buildings because there's usually like a traffic to get in there, and it's kind of annoying. But I already know where it is, so when I see it, I just decline it unless it's like a nice order, But
what do you guys think of Pedro's order situation with the delivery person being a dude?
Funny, man. I was laughing so hard when it was a dude. Man, that was funny.
Sorry about my comments on there.
I don't even know what you said. Like I didn't say anything out of normal.
What did you say?
I said they may have been transitioning.
Oh, I did see that, but I didn't see it from you though.
So Carlos, to fill you in, basically, we were watching Pedro's stream, and he ordered food, and the name of the driver was Alexis. It was a picture of a female, but the person ended up being a dude.
Wow.
It happens to me a lot. Like when I order food, like I see like a lot of female names, like Jennifer or Linda, and it ends up being a dude. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's a thing that happens.
Apparently.
Your boy Cold Opinions is gonna be upset because everybody's gonna send him that.
Oh snap! Look who we got in the house. We got Tony the Driven Dad. What's going on, Tony?
Hey, what up?
Y'all get that Cold Opinions? That's a pretty good one.
The what opinion?
Cold Opinions.
What is that?
Hot facts.
I get it. It went right over my head.
Over the head.
It must be this Lakers hat after the season we've had.
I was texting with Steve the other day, and I was like, I text hot facts, but my phone text hot farts, so I just left it there.
Your phone has a good sense of humor.
That's a pretty good one.
Hey, I just wanted to jump in real quick, say hi. The other day, I drove one of the new Denver Broncos, just signed from the San Francisco 49ers. I drove him home.
Nice.
Who was it? And now I got to figure out who it is.
Mr. DJ Jones.
I don't know who that is.
He's a defensive lineman.
I thought you were going to say Bosa. Was it Nick Bosa? Because they're brothers.
But he signed with the Broncos. I don't think they would let Bosa go.
Yeah, Bosa's really good. I know there were talks.
Chiefs go win the AFC West anyway. It doesn't matter. They can sign whoever they want.
We'll see.
I'm excited.
Rodney says
Chiefs are going to fall off without the what's his name? The cheat code guy. What's his name?
Mahomes.
Oh, Tanner Markley.
No, his wide receiver, the punt returner receiver.
Tyreek
Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill. Isn't he a running back?
No, Tyreek is a receiver, but he went down to Miami. He's gonna fall off so much because of Tunga Tuivasa-Vailoa, whatever. It's gonna be absolutely awful. I'm so excited.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Mr. Invisible Girlfriend.
Did you guys see that Zach Wilson thing today?
No.
Apparently, his girlfriend was like, "Oh, I caught him like banging his mom's best friend or something crazy like that." And there's all these memes going on about how like, you know, he took 2 girls to prom, so he always had that kind of like energy around them, and it's just hilarious. Like all the memes that people come up with in like 2 seconds are just hilarious. About him, like he might be a bad NFL player, but he's pulling in with mom's friends and all kinds of things. I just want to comment about
the house. So
you're breaking up, Tony. Your signal's cutting in and out, or you sound like Bot Soda right now. I had to sneak that in there.
I'm Bot Junior.
Bot Junior.
Peace out.
All right, Tony. See you later. Stay safe out there.
All right, John. What's the topic for tonight, man?
We gotta make sure Laura doesn't leave.
What was that, Nova?
We gotta make sure that Laura doesn't leave. You know, she says we talk about sports.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about placing an order just for shits and giggles, but
yeah, maybe you'll get an Alexis also.
How crazy would that be? And it turns out to be a dude.
The last time that happened to me, I ordered on Grubhub because at work they gave us promotion cards, like free $25 or whatever. I wanted to use it, and it was like I think the girl's name was like Jessica, and it looked like more like a I don't know, I can't think of a name, but definitely not a Jessica. Like
Jeffrey.
This dude was huge.
Just like when I use my girl's Uber account because I don't want to log on to mine. They say, Lucy, I'm like, they call me that when I'm drunk. That's funny. But the thing with the Uber app is that it makes you take pictures, so I don't know how you bypass that when you're using someone else's account.
Plastic surgery.
Do you think you could like hold up a picture of a picture, or like
I don't know. I don't know if Uber's app is smart enough to overcome that. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Tony said you just got home to get on Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. Shit, I know. Like me and Gary and a couple other people wanted Pedro to order on Grubhub. Should I order on Grubhub? Yeah, experiment because I have a account with Grubhub.
I have one too, but I feel like it's not busy, but someone's doing it. So
yeah, that's the thing with Grubhub. There's not a lot of drivers out there. I mean, more than before, but not as much as DoorDash. Go ahead.
I'm saying if you order through Postmates, so you just go to Uber, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Do any of y'all have Spark?
I'm still waiting to get on approved.
I didn't even try because I had somebody that's just in my area. And they're like, dude, I'm on a wait list. I'm like, if you're not in, I'm not gonna get in. So I haven't even tried it.
Email. You get on and you email. I got to purchase an email. And that's
what's the email? I was gonna ask you. What's your email address?
I'll put it in the chat thing. Hold on.
Okay, in the private chat or regular chat?
The private. I can't be spreading out my information like that.
Well, Yos is saying he's got a plug.
Maybe I do got a plug. It worked for me. I emailed them and I got on. It took about a month. But Spark though, I like Spark a lot.
I hear good things about it, man.
All right, I'm on Grubhub right now, seeing what my options are. Carlos, what do you think I should order tonight?
Well, do you want me to play devil's advocate, or do you want me to cheer on for I mean, we were talking about healthy eating. So what kind of healthy stuff can you get away with tonight?
No, not this time.
Then if it's Sunday night and it's your cheat day for your diet, then whatever is good, I would say. Keep in mind that it's 10 p.m. So what could be good at that time? I don't know how your eating schedule's like.
So many ghost kitchens that I've never seen before. It's crazy. Ghost kitchen is like when someone creates a restaurant and then it's not a real restaurant.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? There was another one here. It's called Just Wings, something like that. It's like
it's
a wing.
Just Wings, Chili's.
Right. No, but here it's at a different restaurant called Maggiano's. But then someone else told me that Maggiano's is somebody else's ghost kitchen somewhere else. So I don't know if it's like the same name or what. But I was going to a hotel, and then when they asked me where it was at, I told them, "Oh, it comes from this restaurant." They were so disappointed. I'm like, "Oh, it's not a real place," and I'm like, "It's real food, but it's not a real place." So I'm sure they were probably disappointed at the food, but you know, I think
I
it should
forgot
tell them
to.
there. Does it tell you like it's a little mark on there, like it's a virtual restaurant or anything?
They don't
Put a
want
little,
customers to know.
put a little VR on there somewhere really small, so they can be like, "Oh, we put it on there." But
Grubhub has the VR logo on the Grubhub driver app, but I don't think they want customers to know that it's not a real restaurant.
mm,
I'm starting to notice. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to notice some things that are like in between ghost kitchens and actual restaurants, in which you know that they're probably meant, for orders, but they still let the public, probably stand outside and get something to go, but it's not really a place where people can just sit down, at least in great numbers. So I'm starting to see something in between going on. But that's interesting. I mean, there's more options out there when it comes to food. It's like a golden age of options, even post, the worldwide sickness.
it's funny that you mentioned that there's the local place that has a food truck, but they also have a restaurant, and you can order DoorDash on the restaurant, but you can do it on the food truck. It's the same thing. So I actually asked the owner, and he's like, "Dude, I'm just trying to. I don't want to pay any fees, man. So if they really want to find my food, they can get food from the food truck." So I thought it was pretty interesting.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
One of the weird things that I've seen, you guys know taqueros, right? The little carts with tacos, like
Yeah.
mobile carts, right? So there's a place that's both a restaurant and they have their outside stand. Well, how? But it works out. They have their outside place and they have their inside place that's more traditional. But I think it's an interesting time for food options.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not that much money to be made in opening a restaurant, but there's so many restaurants opening up. It's insane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who say that do ghost kitchens on DoorDash. They say it's pretty good money, which I don't know because they overcharge for everything. And I know with my Grubhub app, it'll say it's a virtual kitchen. Just to let you know, it says on mine, which is like, okay, but do the people know like Chuck E. Cheese is like Pescatani's or whatever?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Like, that's Chuck E. Cheese.
It sounds fancy, but it's Chuck E. Cheese.
It's Chuck E. Cheese. It's like Pescatani's or something like that.
That's funny.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese has some of the best pizza out there, according to me. So I don't know. Maybe it could be fancy.
See you later, Tony.
That's so funny.
No, Chipotle's not open until 2. I think the Carlos, I think it was at like 10 or 11, right, in LA? Whatever time it is everywhere else.
It's 10 p.m. here for Chipotle's. But in LA, it might be, I'm surprised they don't have like a 24/7 Chipotle somewhere.
I'm surprised too, to be honest.
Like Las Vegas or something.
Oh snap! D says that is crazy that people would choose to open a restaurant. Yeah, exactly. I agree with them. By the way, can I say that D has some of the funniest comments in the chat?
Now she's hot facts for real. She's hot facts for real. My Milwaukee homegirl. Sorry, my Milwaukee homegirl. D.
I don't want McDonald's.
How about Denny's? Do you like Denny's?
It's okay.
Denny's has a ghost kitchen. I forgot.
Yeah, the Burger Den.
The Burger. You know who's the real? Who deserves credit? Whoever names these ghost kitchens, because they have very unique names.
Yeah, they do.
Like, you're like, oh, let me try the Burger Den, and it's like, oh, it's Denny's. Like I don't want to go to Denny's, but I might want to try out the Burger Den or whatever. That's super interesting.
They're like, I hate Denny's, but the Burger Den looks good. It's like the same menu.
Yeah. Even here.
By the way, we just hit 450 subs on the channel, so thank you guys for everyone who subbed.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. That's a pretty big milestone considering I had only a couple hundred subs a couple months ago, so appreciate you guys.
Well, I remember when your channel was mostly mobile based, right? Like basically the cell phone, and now you've moved on to this format. Oh yeah,
I just do more live streams.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that addition. I'm just saying,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good addition, and it's really good for your watch time. YouTube likes channels that have high watch times, so it definitely helps out with that. Whoops, what's going on? D says all the restaurants around me closed so early. We were so spoiled pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still spoiled here in LA.
You know what I do miss here? It's a 24-hour Walmart's. Because, I work overnight. So if I need to get groceries, there's nothing better than going to Walmart at 2 in the morning when nobody's there. And now they close at 11, which really sucks.
Yeah.
But I think it's a staffing thing. I think people just don't want to work overnight anywhere.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That too. Wow, I haven't seen Kyle in a while. What's going on, Kyle? How you doing? He says, "What's going on, everyone?" I haven't seen Kyle in such a long time. Hope all is well.
Well, fellas, I gotta go to work tomorrow because I got W2. So y'all have a good night.
All right, appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for stopping by.
I stopped by. All right, y'all have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Nova, keep doing it up. John, we're gonna get you 1,000. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, awesome. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.
Good night.
Good night. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is epic. That's so funny.
They do. I've seen it. I've seen my market. I think Chuck E. Cheese was the very first exposed ghost kitchen. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh wow.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is epic. I've had it before. It's good.
Yeah.
I haven't had it in years.
I like their fries. I think they have pretty good French fries. We got the taco spot here. This place is open 24 hours in my market.
Oh,
it's called Quericos. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's called Quericos. It's not that good though.
So the name is Quericos and it's not good.
Yeah.
Quericos is not rico.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We got this place in DC. It's called Surfside, and literally looks like a hole in the wall. And it's like it's a credit card only business. So they have all these signs: no cash, no cash. And the line goes out like down the road, man. But the food is good. Like the food is really good, and they have like I guess off-duty cops and security just in case because it's right next to all the clubs and stuff. But I go there just for the food, man. And then people just act funny when they're drunk, but the food is so good, and they never close.
Wow.
Rodney says last time I went to Walmart, some guy was running out with a case of beer. Damn.
Walmart.
Rodney, was that the one in your market? If so, I know which one it is. That one's kind of sketchy. I've had Carlos ever been to the Walmart in Pico Rivera? Now that one's sketchy.
Oh yeah.
That was in the hood.
That's the hood Walmart right there. Yeah.
24 hours.
That's the very first Walmart I've ever been to, actually. Pico Rivera.
Yeah, they used to be open 24 hours. I'm not sure if they're open 24 hours anymore. Probably not because of safety issues. Because every time, when I used to go there, I would always see like gang members all tatted up and posted outside or trying to shoplift. It's sketchy as hell.
Yeah.
No cash food trucks where I live are cash only. Yeah. Yeah. If you're in a no cash area, then you're in a bougie place. A lot of the good places here in LA are cash only.
I think they did it for the safety thing because I feel like they would get robbed if it was a cash business. Because it's not like in the best part of town,
Yeah, that's true.
But you can, you can pay with your phone, QR code, whatever. But no, here the Walmart's here. I don't know. They have. I'm sure they have it in Cali, but they give you like a little QR code, and when you're leaving, the guys scan the QR code and they tell you, oh, you're good or you're not good. So I don't know how that works. If you don't have a QR code, then how are you gonna get out? But
yeah, I'm bougie. I shop at Target. I love me some Target. I wonder if Chuck E. Cheese pizza's on here. That'd be funny.
They're probably closed, man. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, they are on Grubhub, but they're closed. That sucks.
Yeah.
They open at 11:30.
Have you ever picked up food from Dave and Buster's?
I have. They take forever.
There's one right by my house, and I've never been there. Like they just opened it, and I was like, "You can order food from Dave and Buster's." And I was like, "So I didn't even know where to go because I walked in, there was nobody there. I went to the bar. The guy said, "Go to the front." Nobody at the front. I'm like, "What?" So I just on a sign and I went home, man. I was like, "Man, screw this."
Yeah, they take way too long. I've done it a couple times because it was late and the payout was good, but it's not worth it.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get Lebowski in the house, man.
Yep, I just saw him. Jeff says, "Damn, all you guys need to move to Vegas. We're back, open 24/7." Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna move there just for that. Trying to catch up to the comments. Yo, what's going on, Gig Lebowski? Thanks for stopping by. If you want to join, the link is in the chat. I posted a couple times.
Carlos, have you seen the comment right there about the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy?
There's a Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy.
Oh, you guys know about this? It was like, oh man, I can't even explain it properly, but there was this whole conspiracy about their pizza and how it was like,
what was that?
How it's like old pizza, like they was like whatever they didn't sell, they were like reheat it the next day or something like that. There's an entire video somewhere that he goes super into detail with like proof and all these things about the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy. Yeah, for sure.
Wow,
that's crazy.
I gotta find
Laura
it.
says there was a shooting recently at the Walmart near her. That's crazy. When I was going to San Diego State, the Walmart that I used to go there got robbed at gunpoint. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going there anymore. I just started going to Target.
I think Dee knows. She's got to know. She got all the good comments for sure. They put pizzas together from leftovers.
Safety issues. What's going on, G? Thanks for stopping by. Interesting photo you got there. That kind of caught me off guard. Oh yeah, have you heard of the turkeys? Yeah, Nova, we're just talking about it right now. Jeff says, did you say huericos or pericos? I don't know what he's referring to. D says, here's a joke for you guys. I went to Walmart to buy something. They did not have it, so I had to go home, shower, get dressed, and go to Target. That's funny. Oh yeah, they put the pizzas together from leftovers. You know what? I heard about that from a different restaurant. I don't remember which pizza restaurant it was. It might have been like Domino's or Papa John's, one of them. That's crazy. It might have been Domino's, because apparently like they used to be really bad, but then they improved. I don't know. That's crazy though. Right now I'm doing aquarium park in Santa Claus. Nice. That sounds really cool right now. I forgot which market Kyle was in. Yeah, I looked on Grubhub, but I didn't see anything appetizing, so I might have to use DoorDash or Uber Eats.
I feel like we're spoiled here in California. Imagine living in the middle of nowhere where the next biggest attraction is the local Walmart. And if that Walmart closes, like the whole town is screwed.
Pretty much. My cousin moved to a place like that. She moved from LA to like kind of like in the middle of nowhere area, and yeah, like they're opening a Walmart right now, and they're super happy about that. Because the closest Target is like 2 hours away. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I went to my cousin's wedding in like Idaho somewhere, and man, when you get to where we were flying, there's no airport, so we have to fly to Washington and then drive the rest of the way there. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those towns where like everybody knows everyone, and it's like, you know, you don't really see any like other people other than like Caucasian people. And the whole time I was like, yo, we're gonna get kidnapped here. Like, why are we even here? Why couldn't you have your wedding somewhere else? Like, because it was weird because the girl's not from Idaho and he's not from Idaho. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why they had the wedding in Idaho, in this little tiny town, like
middle of nowhere
from Canada, basically. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, but it was fun though. Everything was so cheap for sure.
I'm sure. And stable. I was actually thinking about ordering Tommy's, but the problem with Tommy's, I've ordered a couple of times and they just like it just looks like they put fries in, like they just like put it like blah, like it's just like it's solid. It doesn't even look appetizing, so I don't know if I'll order it again.
Wait, is that a real place or is that like a virtual kitchen?
It's like an LA landmark, Tommy's.
Oh, okay.
They have chili cheese burgers, chili cheese fries. They're really good. I mean, they're open. I think they're Carlos, correct me if I'm wrong, but Tommy's open 24 hours, right?
You know what? I don't remember because I'm a vegetarian.
That's why. That's right.
Yeah.
I think they're open 24 hours, especially one in Hollywood. You go there like after you go to a bar or club because it's greasy, so it tastes really good. It's a LA landmark for sure. There's a few locations, it's not just one. I believe they're open 24 hours. At least the Hollywood one is.
No, dude, I'm jealous, man. The only thing here that's open 24 hours is the Wawa, the Sheets, but you guys don't have that over there.
Yeah, it's give or take. Oh, so Tommy closes at midnight. I didn't know that. They must have changed their hours. Yeah,
I mean, I would give you recommendations, but you're kind of far from where I live, so a lot of my recommendations won't apply to you. So
yeah, we're on the opposite sides of LA. That's why.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, I'm north and you're more south. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to the comments. That is what frustrates me. I live in a pretty busy city, but I feel like everything is shut down early. Yeah. Idaho, very random. It is random. The more I'm in grocery stores doing Instacart, the more anxious I get when I'm in checkout close to entrance these days because of the increase in shootings. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate part of reality. Got to keep an eye on surroundings. Like, yeah, exactly. So Rodney says Tommy's is open. I looked up the one in Hollywood, which I thought was open 24 hours, but they're says they close at midnight, so they must have changed their hours. I don't know. Real G's know what I was referring to. Yeah, exactly. Tommy's or I'm Stable got it right. Tommy's is Los Angeles Classic. Yo, what's going on, Pool My Gig? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. He's also from the Pedro stream. Pool My Gig, you're coming to the conference, right, in St. Louis? But yeah, Carlos, I'm going to St. Louis in a couple weeks.
Oh,
it's gonna be a long drive from LA.
Wow, that's interesting. Are you gonna record your journey, your trip?
Yeah,
Keep
I
us
want
updated?
to. Yeah, I definitely will. Probably not while driving, but like where I'm
Yeah.
staying and stuff like that when I'm not driving. Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, like if you eat out and stuff.
Exactly. D says, how's the buffet at the Gentleman's Club? I don't know what she's referring to. Fill me in, D. I don't know what you're referring to. All right, we got Nova back.
Yeah, dude, the internet Wi-Fi here, the work Wi-Fi is crap. So it just stopped on me.
You gotta use that Verizon signal.
Well, I'm actually using the hotspot for my tablet right now because I gotta go
Gotcha.
downstairs to reset it. I don't feel like doing that right now. So
Yeah, just keep pushing it off.
yeah.
Are you using the microphone from your headset, from your headphones, or is it like a separate microphone? Oh, it's the one attached to your white headphones, right? Just curious.
Yeah, he has a microphone underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the one that came. You know, back in the day when you bought an iPhone, they actually gave you things. You know, it's
like
one of my
charger?
old. Yeah, it's like the old little aux looking cable. Because my computer's really old, but it still works. So
yeah,
as long as it works, that's what matters.
No, they sell a bunch of them here. I'm pretty sure there's like refurbished or fake, but they sell them at the gas stations here for like $4. Which I think it's pretty cheap.
Not bad.
It might not even be like an Apple one, but still looks like one, I guess.
Yeah.
By the way, Nova, you missed it. Stable said Los Angeles, or Tommy's is Los Angeles Classic. It is. If you ever come to LA, I'll take you there.
Yeah, I've only been to LA twice. Yeah.
How long ago was that? Pre-pandemic?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got family that lives in San Diego, like Riverside.
Oh. Yeah, that's like in the middle of LA and San Diego.
Yeah.
That's where Hotfax is, in Riverside, sketchy ass area.
Yeah, whenever we go,
the part where he lives.
Whenever we go, I think we fly to this smaller airports closer than LA, like Ontario, I think is what it's called.
Ontario Airport.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than driving 2 hours from LA to San Diego.
So these referring to your Gentleman's Club.
I did not try the food, but they have good reviews on Google, so I'm assuming it's gonna be okay. Yeah,
what's going on? What's going on, Cody? Adam, thanks for stopping by. Jeff's, I can't even pronounce that. That's French.
So
can you guys pronounce that? Yeah.
I'm
not even
I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely not. What's going on, Henry? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. How you doing? I have a 3-story townhouse and I have to go to the basement to reset my rotor pane. Damn. Thoughts on Dave's Hot Chicken? Carlos, have you had Dave's Hot Chicken?
I haven't. Sorry.
It's good. I've had it.
Oh, it's good?
Yeah, they're good. They have a lot of spots in the valley. The closest one to you is probably Hollywood, or it's like Hollywood / not Koreatown, but yeah, I would just say it's Hollywood. That's probably a close location. So you should try it.
Is
All right, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Bye, Laura.
Were you guys born in Cali? Yeah. I was born in LA, and then Carlos was born. You were born in Mexico, right?
That's right. Yes.
Mexico.
I was born here in Virginia.
What about you, Nova? Okay.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Some of the weather that some of the guys on my Discord, like when they're dashing, I'm like, how do you dash in 110-degree weather? I just couldn't do it, you know.
I've done it before. I usually park my car in the shade and then walk in, or like I usually dash at a mall. So I park my car in a parking structure where there's no sun, and I walk inside the mall where there's AC, and I just wait for orders inside.
Yeah,
it's hard,
sure.
but you gotta do it. The bill still gotta get paid.
I bought the little fan of Amazon, and I just plug it into one of my little portable batteries, and I just put my face right next to the fan and wait until I get a good order. But no, definitely got to park in the shade for sure.
This is Denny's virtual kitchen too. The Meltdown.
The Meltdown.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's Denny's.
You could tell.
No, I just I think I picked up from there. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's a virtual restaurant. This place is not good. Pablitos Tacos. It's like it's food, but it's not. I think it's Peruvian style, so like everything's like basically burned and charred. I don't know. Maybe it's an acquired taste. I didn't like it though.
But what if they become your future sponsors? Why are you saying that?
I highly doubt that'll happen.
You know what's funny? I guess as the channel is getting a little bit bigger, I'm getting these emails. I'm getting these emails from these like fake. You know when you read an email, it sounds like a scam. Like when you see a lot of typos, and it's like, please come review my like outdoor charger. That I never done reviews in my. It's
like channel. You don't want me to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was like, what? This looks fake. I did have somebody ask me though to like plug this. I guess it's like payday loans, but for like gig workers. And I was like, dude, I never used to. I'm not gonna do that. I think what's his name plugged him in, and he got a lot of hate for it. What's that dude out in Utah? I think, or California.
More Finance.
Yeah, he plugged him in, and I know in his comments they were like, "Yo, man, this is like I never got my money, all these scams," and I'm like, "Yeah, see, stayed away from it."
That guy will plug anything.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the cost of living expensive in Virginia.
Extremely, D. I dash all day and I work at night, so very, very high. Yeah, I'm working right now, so yeah, very high. It's ridiculous over here, but it's not all. It's not all of Virginia. It's just like this little area, like northern Virginia.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Rubio's is good, by the way.
It is good.
I like Rubio's.
When I used to live in San Diego, when I went to San Diego State, the owner or the CEO of Rubio's, he's from San Diego, so they have a bunch of locations there. Really good fish tacos. Laura says Laura's in Phoenix. She says I keep my AC on all day unless I'm getting out of my car for longer than 30 minutes. I don't turn it off. No choice. Okay, now I'm going to sleep. Good night. That's right.
Good night.
Payday are predatory. I agree with you, D.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, I gotta feel like I gotta order something before everyone goes to bed, because I promise you I do a live order like Pedro.
Yeah. By the way, I saw a comment that said that Texas and Mexico are very close.
Oh, you guys are cousins, yeah. This one
I would agree in the sense that Texas, and Mexico share a lot of cultural similarities, and plus we both have the X in the name, right? Which is from old school Spanish, from imperial era Spanish. I
think he means like geographically, because he might be near like El Paso, because that's where isn't that where the border is?
Yeah. There's some very close border cities, sister cities that are very close to each other in Texas. In fact, I have relatives in Texas too, so yeah, very close state.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when I went to Riverside for the first time, I didn't realize how close it was to Mexico, because they were like, "Oh yeah, we can go have lunch down there," and I'm like, "What?"
It's like half an hour. Not half an hour. Sorry.
Yeah,
like I would say like an hour probably.
I was like, "We're that close," and they were like, "Yeah," because we were going somewhere. And like, "Oh yeah, my friends, they're gonna come up and meet us." And I'm like, "Come up from where?" Like I was just like so like dumbfounded. I'm like, "Yo, Mexico," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool,"
Yeah, I could just drive down to San Diego where Chula Vista is, National City, and then go a little bit to Baja, and then there's the border right there.
Yeah.
Carlos, this place is good. I don't know if this place is in the valley. It's called Tacos Manzano. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Tacos Manzano. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, they hand make their tortillas.
And now I'm getting hungry, man. Jeez.
I feel like you get hungry every time you're on one of my streams.
My food
Let's blame John.
And my options are even worse because it's 1 a.m. here. So the later it gets, the worse the options become.
Yeah, especially these days.
Puma Geek says, my friends call me Güero. I believe it means handsome in Spanish. Yeah, it does. I'm not Hispanic, and I know that.
Güero is actually a very endearing term. You know,
it also means like white, right? Like you're white.
But it's a polite way of saying that.
Yeah, like
it's a polite way of saying white. Except that we usually
handsome was guapo, not Güero.
Right. So Güero, guapo, I could see the confusion where it would stem from. But the thing is that Güero, we usually apply that to fellow Mexicans. So if somebody's using it on you, it means that they see you close. You know, they like a good friend. Like, sure, we'll call you Güero instead of Gringo because Gringo is a little despective sometimes.
I feel like they just say it for like people for like Hispanics who are light skinned. No.
Güero, yes, for Hispanics who are light skinned, but of course, like it could be a term of
endearment. Like the fighter. He looks like he's white.
Exactly, all right, guys. Should I order a California burrito from Daniel's Tacos? That's one of my favorite spots.
I think you should.
Burrito.
Dude, Carlos, if you don't make up your mind, you're just gonna make us more hungry, showing us all these random pictures. Like,
yeah, that's true. Ooh, I'll order California burrito and the horchata. That sounds bomb.
There you go. That sounds good.
Carlos, like, just make up your mind already. Should I get cabeza or carne asada?
I would usually go with carne asada.
Yeah, it's probably
safe. I'll go with lengua, man. The lengua tacos are really good.
They don't have lengua. I usually get lengua too. They don't have lengua. You know what? Screw. I'm gonna go with cabeza. Cabeza and just so for those of you guys who don't know, California burrito, it's a regular carne asada burrito, but it has French fries in it.
Ooh, man! Now I'm definitely hungry. Now you're rubbing it in, bro. At this point, you're rubbing it in.
Mexican food with French fries. How cosmopolitan does it get?
Oh man!
All right, where's the horchata? Boom. All right. And it says they close in 15 minutes, so perfect timing.
Ooh, you're gonna be that guy ordering right when they close.
Yeah, they're gonna spit in my food.
or they're gonna give you more because they're gonna throw it away anyway.
That happens too. Yeah, you're gonna get a big old order.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna order. I'm doing it on DoorDash. Let's see.
Hey, John, I think I've asked you this. What kind of car do you drive?
I used to have a Silent FRS, but I have a Toyota RAV4 now, like Henry. But mine isn't a hybrid; it's a regular gas. Because when I was buying mine, there was a pretty big markup on the hybrids. So I'm like, you know what? Plus, I don't want to deal with battery issues and electric issues. So I'm like, let me just get the regular one because if something goes wrong, then it's easier to fix than a hybrid. You know?
Did you trade in your FRS?
No, it was a lease, so it went over and then it finished, and I got the RAV. I bought the RAV because I plan to have it for a while.
Yeah, no, I got lucky when I got my hybrid. It was right before they started marking them.
You have the Lexus, right? The CT.
Yeah, but I made sure the battery was replaced right before I got it because it's a 2012, it's already 10 years old. You know, but it's pretty. I mean, it has like 115,000 miles. So when I bought it, it had like 75. So I put a lot of DoorDash miles on there for sure. I only do it for that.
I mean, that's the reason you got it for.
Oh, sorry. Just curious, what do you guys think about the people who DoorDash on bicycles?
I respect them, man. That's brave. You know, it's funny you say that because I've seen them in DC, like with an actual bike and like a little backpack, and I'm like, bro, I could not do that. Like, I could do it for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm out. You know.
Right.
D says the later it gets, the worse my options are starting in my life.
Yeah.
That's the story of everyone's life.
Yeah, exactly. Say pinche güero. I replied, no viva la güero.
Yeah, Mexicans have a sort of blunt way of being endearing, you know, like sometimes bad words could be a form of saying you're my friend. I'm going to insult you because you're my friend. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You feel comfortable enough to insult them.
Exactly.
All right, D, I placed my order. You happy? I ordered a California burrito with the horchata.
See, even the audience is saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. That's what Pedro did though. He's like, what should I order, guys? And he ends up ordering 7-Eleven. It's like, come on, dude.
That's funny. Yeah.
He did get a nice discount though. It's 40% off.
See, I think Uber does the most promotions. I always have like Uber promotions on my app, like 40% off or like
Yeah, I see them all the
$25
time
off.
too.
But with DoorDash, they didn't give you anything, man.
It's because DoorDash also has all the market share. Uber Eats is trying to catch up.
It's true.
They're trying to get people to order. That's why all discounts. Spanish 101. That's right. Cabeza. Yep, exactly. I heard Cabeza. Pedro ordered movie.
He did. He got like candy. Yeah, he definitely did for sure.
That's so true. I never thought about that. Wait, that's a good one, D.
Yeah, speaking of movie theaters, have you guys seen a movie lately in a movie theater?
I haven't. It's been a while for me. What about you, Carlos?
Seen a what in a movie theater?
Have you seen a movie in a movie theater?
Oh, it's been a while. I've seen some anime movies that were like one-time releases, and yeah, it's a good experience. But the theater's usually empty. Sometimes I'm almost the only one there, so it's kind of creepy at the same time.
What time do you go?
Well, just in the afternoons or at night.
Gotcha.
But I noticed that whenever I go, it's usually like this. I feel like people are streaming nowadays more than ever.
That's true. Yep.
No, I went to
All right, so since preparing your order, just like Pedro does it, preparing your order, 14 to 22 minutes.
That's not bad.
Arrival time.
Yeah, I mean, it's really close to 15 minutes, so yeah, I gotta do it quick. Yeah, I just saw the new Thor movie. I mean, first of all, the movie theater was absolutely packed. And you know when you when you buy the seats, like at least here you can like choose your seat. And
yeah, I'm like, you reserve it.
There's 2 spots here. There's 2 spots here and 1 empty seat in the middle. I'm like, no one's gonna sit there. And I get to the seat, and someone's right next to me. And this dude had like a full-on gas mask. I'm like, how can you enjoy the movie when you have this huge mask on you? But
do people still wear masks over there in Virginia? Because I know a lot of them. Or Virginia is a red state.
No, they don't. Yeah. They don't. No. I think
so in Virginia,
if you wear one, they look at you funny now. You know.
Oh, so in Virginia, the movie theaters are a little bit more active. People are going out a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't been in a while, but I went Friday night and it was absolutely packed. And you can tell like they're super understaffed. Like they didn't have they didn't have any bottle of water, they didn't have any candy, nothing was stocked.
Oh my god!
Like the guy was stressing out. I was working there. I was like, hey man, how about you tell me what you do have, and I can choose from there. Because everything I kept saying he didn't have it. You know, so because they didn't have any bottle of water, and he was like, I can sell you the cup for $6, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. You know, and just get water from the machine, right? For the little cup, he wanted to sell. Right, but then they had a little free cup of water. I'm like, let me just get 2 of those, you know, like a little tiny cups. And then I'm not paying $6 for water.
Minions.
She says, I want to see Minions. The Minions does look funny.
The Elvis movie.
I love the Minions.
Do you want to see Elvis too? Puma Geek says, I seen the Batman theater. How was it? I still have yet to see that. On Top Gun, yeah. Top
Gun's good. I heard it's good.
I want to see Top Gun. I haven't seen that yet.
My nephew wants me to take him to see Minions. Yeah, Minions looks funny.
I feel like the Minions. I feel like they're really like squeezing that franchise. Like they made so many Minions.
Yeah,
but they're still pretty good.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
And the Minions were side characters too from the original movies, right?
Yeah, right. Despicable Me. Yep.
For sure.
They became more popular than the main character itself. So like, all right, let's make money off the Minions.
Right.
Screw Steve Carell's character. By the way, where's McLean? I've heard of it. Is it like Philadelphia?
No, it's near me. It's near Tyson's where I'm dashing.
Okay. Oh, so it's in Virginia.
At least I think it is. Because, you know, a lot of cities have the same names, man. Like Springfield. There's a Springfield everywhere.
What's going on, Sean? I'll put the link again in chat if you want to join. I know Sean's not out like us.
These Minions are like Rocky for kids. That's so funny.
That is true. Gigglebowski says like less than 55% of people wear masks in Alabama. Yeah, you guys are like in red states. I don't know. I mean, I don't like the whole political thing. For me, I wear it in crowded. I don't wear it outside. I wear it like when I'm in a crowded restaurant or crowded areas because some of my family members are still at high risk because they have pre-existing conditions. So I just wear it for them basically. So whenever I meet them, I don't.
Places here, it's like if you go to like a medical office, it'll say like you have to wear one. So you know, I always have one just in case if I need to, but for the most part, they don't require you to wear one.
Can I tell you something about? Oh, go ahead. I
was gonna say I know for a while in DC, whenever you would go out like at nighttime, you had to show like your vaccination card for like a little bit. for them to like let you into places, and it didn't last for a long time, but for a little bit they were like actually like enforcing that. But I'm like, how do you know if it's legit? Like, how do you know if it's legit? Like, it looks like if you look at the car, someone just wore it on there. Yeah,
they're just doing their job. Yeah.
They're just going through the motions for the most part, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, understaffed. Wow, just tell me what you do have. Damn, they're stage tripping. Go ahead, man. Carlos. What story did you want to explain, Carlos?
Oh yeah, believe it or not. So they make you reserve a specific seat in the theaters here, where I'm from, right, or where I live at.
Is it ArcLight?
So, I'm sorry.
Is it ArcLight?
No, just random any movie theater here in this side of town. I noticed that. So they make you choose a specific seat. You have to reserve one. Okay, so you reserve it, and you notice all around it, they're all empty, and nobody checks, and nobody cares. It's like, why are you making me choose a specific seat if basically most of them are empty anyway? And I could just walk around and choose whatever I want once I'm there, and nobody's gonna care. But that's a thing that happens. But in Virginia, the way you explained it, then it does make sense over there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like I actually like that because that way, if I'm running late, I know I have my seat.
Right.
She is right. Because I was trying to figure out where McLean was, and instead of saying Pennsylvania, I said Philadelphia. Sorry, G. It's been a long day. I'm super tired. Forgive me for that one. I know that was like a total noob thing. Jeff says, like Gordo. I tell people when I had W2, yeah, mame Gordo, because it's an endearing term when I shout it out.
That's funny.
Gordo, gordito, yeah. Yeah.
I just got over the vid. I had a family member that passed. It hits different. I always wear my mask. Yeah, exactly. I think everyone in my family has had, the Rona. Yeah, fortunate everyone is still here.
My condolences.
Yeah, my condolences.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Like my dad actually passed from Rona, but he lived in Japan, and over there by Japanese law, they could not like ship the remains. Like he had to be like cremated, even if he didn't want to. Like they had to do it, which was really rough for my mom. Even though they weren't together, they still had feelings for each other and whatnot. But it was definitely interesting through the whole process. How it's different in other countries.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Yeah, my condolences, man. It's definitely tough out here. Puma Geek says my lady caught the vid too. She's vaxxed. I'm not. Yeah, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just curious, Nova Dasher. Are you part Japanese heritage?
Oh, I'm not. I'm actually my family's from Peru.
Okay.
Oh, Peru.
Right. But my dad, he went to Japan and then like the.
Sorry, I insulted your tacos earlier.
No, I mean I was hey man, that's interesting. I never seen Peruvian tacos before. So
yeah, we got everything here.
Clearly.
Trying to catch up with the comments. Henry says a lot of the senior citizens' homes here in Oklahoma require masks in hospitals. Yeah, you have to. You're walking a fine line there.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that? Before I did a lot of this deliveries for like Macy's and stuff, I didn't realize how many like senior citizen homes are like in my area. Like to me, they just look like an apartment complex, but when you get there, it's like it's a senior citizen home. So that's interesting.
The recliners are available in Downey. I've seen them in the Downey Theater, at least one there, but not all of them have recliners.
Yeah, we have them here, but they're more like an upper scale movie theaters. Like I know the ones that have like our Burbank, AMC. The AMC ones, the higher ones with Dolby sound, those have those leather recliners. But yeah, other than like the basic cheap movie theaters, don't really have it. I got this order a couple of days ago. Would you have taken this, Nova? It's Macy's and PetSmart.
Can you go up a little more? Let me look at the pay.
20 miles for $29.
I think if I didn't have the
but it was at $245, so not very busy time.
Yeah, that's not a bad time, man. But I've never seen them stack it with a PetSmart before.
Yeah, it's because I'm sure that customer, the second customer that's further away, had a difficult time getting the order, so they stacked it with someone closer.
Oh, probably for sure. I know this one dude. He's dashing in my area, and he had like a 8 order Macy's, and two were going super far away. So he
8 orders from Macy's.
Right, 8 orders.
That's
I
crazy.
think he was paying like $60-$70, but two of them were going really far away. So he unassigned those two. Then they tried to send those to me, and then but in a different stack. So I took that order, and then I unassigned those same 2 orders again. I'm telling you, these people never got their order from Macy's. It was going so far away. And I know for a fact there's gonna be a Macy's in between us and them. Like it was going at least almost an hour,
Wow.
which is insane. So I'm pretty sure they never got it. At least not from anyone doing DoorDash, I don't think.
Yeah, I've had Macy's orders come in like 30, 35 miles. It's just like basically driving from the San Fernando Valley, so like Northridge, Chatsworth area, to Malibu. So like that's good, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Especially it's longer if you're driving in rush hour. So yeah, I don't know I don't know who's taking these orders.
But you know what's interesting? If you look at the receipt, it actually tests as a $25 delivery fee for same day delivery. At least here, because I saw the receipt and I'm like, $25? I'm not getting $25. I'll be happy with 20.
They make good money from that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Where am I in the comments?
Oh yeah, but like I went to see Thor, right? And the ticket was like almost $18, and I thought it was gonna be the nice reclining seats, and it wasn't.
It's a basic one, yeah.
Why is it so expensive? $18?
Inflation.
And it's not even the reclining seats. And it was funny because the theater by my house, which is like $5 cheaper, does have the recliner seats, but they didn't have the show and the time didn't work out, But I was like, man, it sucks.
That's awesome, Sean. Good to hear that you're back to doing rideshare, because I knew you were doing food delivery for a while during the Rona. D says, "I'm sorry, Nova."
Thank you, D.
I had a feeling you were approving. Yeah, sure. I bet. Good for nosebleeds when you get hit with the. They're talking about hockey games. My theater always has recliners. Where you have a nice theater, then.
Right?
Yeah, we have them here in Milwaukee. AMC. Yeah, AMC's I think they're a national chain.
Yeah, the AMC here is pretty nice. They just need more staff.
They're probably having trouble they're probably having trouble people working.
I mean, the little kiosk where you go to buy your ticket, if you do it in person, it's all automated. It's not a single person there. It's like 10, 15 machines that you can just, buy yourself. Hey, you know what's funny? Somebody had that earlier. I saw an order that you said here, $45 going 49 miles. But yeah, that's not a good order.
My driver just texted me. He said, pulling up, ETA 4 minutes. I never had someone message me that, so that's interesting. Kind of like how Pedro...
till we get to see your meal. All right.
Hey, that was pretty fast, though. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even ask you how much you tipped or anything.
I tipped $5. Yeah, I spent a lot of money this weekend, or else I would have tipped 10.
Nice.
Plus, I gave 25 to Pedro tip the driver.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
There goes my tip money.
I was gonna say you gave Pedro 25.
It's not that far. It's like 2 miles, so I'm sure he's making like $10 probably from it. Because the DD base pay here is not bad.
If I could comment on the comment, I heard The Batman was a good movie, so I'm not sure why anybody would sleep on it. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was a good movie.
I haven't seen it either.
I've heard mixed reviews. That was good. Some people said it's good. Some people said it's bad. What's the latest tip you have received on Shipped? I don't know if that question's for me, but I haven't done Shipped in a while. I did 7 orders and only 2 people did tips, so I'm like, screw this.
Hey,
how was Thor?
It was good. It was good. I thought, you know what's funny? When someone was coming out of the movie theater, I heard him say, "Oh, the last one was better," and I was like, "Man." It like put this perception in my mind. But then honestly, I think it made the movie better because then I thought it was going to be bad or not as good. So it was actually pretty good. I was surprised.
Yeah, I agree with Rodney here. The 101 freeway, you're basically just sitting in traffic the whole time. To Malibu sucks. I want to do that drive for the Macy's order. D said just order off Amazon and have it the next day. Forget Macy's. Yeah, if they have what you want.
Yeah. See, the thing with Macy's is like, sometimes the worst part is getting the items, because at least in my Macy's you have to go to the customer service desk, and if they have a line, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
And almost all of those people have a complicated issue. Like today, somebody was arguing her credit card thing was wrong or something or other, and I'm like, man, I just want to pick up this order. It'll take me 2 seconds, even though it takes a bit longer than that. But
that's how shipped is. Like, cause when I do shipped orders from Target, you have to wait guest services, like where people return their shit.
right.
It's like, dude, this is just taking way too long.
Yeah,
and Target shipped is owned by Target. I don't know why they don't have a dedicated line. It doesn't make sense. Sean says on Tuesday standard movies are $7. Yeah, they have like the matinee special, whatever it's called.
They used to do $5 Wednesdays here back in the day, but it's gone now.
Yeah, those are all long gone, unfortunately. Out of Bloomingdale, order Chris that was $40. Going 49 miles down. Well, you have if that's one way maybe because it's $1 per mile. But if you're gonna drive back, yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, the order from Bloomingdale, somebody else had it on my Discord because they were dashing where I was dashing, and he didn't take it either. I mean, I wouldn't have taken it for that. So I don't think anyone took it, at least not for that. But they do high tips though on Macy's orders. I did see that.
Yeah, high tips on everything. These says when you guys were did you pay for one movie and try to sneak?
You caught me. Yeah,
I think that's part of the reason why they make you choose a seat now.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my food.
Oh, is that the reason? Oh, that makes sense.
I think it makes it harder for you to, sneak in somewhere else. Unless you're going to sit in the corner where no one else is sitting, but then why does it do check? Nobody bought
right.
So it's interesting.
It just felt silly to me in an empty theater, having to count the rows, having to count the seats to make sure I'm sitting in the right one when nobody was checking. So it didn't make sense to me, but now that you explain it that way, then then it kind of makes sense if you sneak into another one.
I've also had friends that if you pull up like the Fandango app, it'll show you which seats are still empty. So if you're by yourself, you can find a seat in between two people, and probably you're gonna be, cool, and no one's gonna check that seat. If you're smart about it.
Exactly.
As long as you're already inside,
That's exactly it. On my end, I do notice a difference, like, for example, the 90s to today on the amount of people that go out in general or go to the movie theaters, right? I remember when I was a kid, basically the whole theater or the whole place was almost packed, where you had to struggle to find a place to sit. The same could be said of restaurants and hair salons. But nowadays, it's almost like there's so many empty seats everywhere.
Yeah, I think there's so many reasons, man. Now you can almost stream anything you want from your computer, from your phone, from your house. But
you could order food like John John just did.
Yeah. But I think there's something different about seeing a movie with with strangers. Even though it sounds kind of weird, you're like in the same space, you're watching the same thing for the first time. There's no phones, no interruptions. So I think that's kind of nice.
There's an energy about it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure.
You're all going through the same experience at the same time.
But what's funny? People were clapping in certain things for Thor, and I'm like, it's not a theater. They're not gonna hear you clap. You know what I mean? Like they were like cheering and stuff, and I'm like, I mean, I'm into it, but I'm not into it like that.
Yeah. Clap. There's been moments like that too. I clapped in theaters at certain crucial moments. I don't know if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z before.
Yes. I did see one in the movie theater. The one before, what was that one called? Something God.
Broly, the one with Broly, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So there's a time when, spoiler alert, Vegeta turns into Super Saiyan God, the red hair version, which you never saw in the anime or anywhere else. And people started clapping when they saw that because they were like, "Wow, finally we get to see that version." I was excited too. The anime character is not going to hear you clap, but we do it because we're excited.
You know what's funny? I can only watch Dragon Ball Z in Spanish. I can't do it in English.
I could understand that. Maldición Kakaroto.
So I remember like when we were watching it, it's funny, my old coworker, he was really into it, and we could only find it on Facebook. You would type in like Dragon Ball Z Spanish episode, whatever, and then it was on there. Somebody out there was pirating it or whatever, but I could only watch it like that. I can't watch it in English. I don't know why.
Facebook is a prime source for a lot of pirated anime, especially hard to find ones like that. I don't know. I think Piccolo has an iconic voice in Spanish. Very iconic. It's hard to replicate. Goku, he has an interesting voice as well. It's so I could understand that. There's quite a few people who said what you just said.
The thing is because when I watched it, I was a kid and I watched it in Spanish. And then
me too.
And going back as an adult and watching it in English, it doesn't hit the same.
Nope.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird for sure.
I get you 100%. I have a feeling John's already eating.
Right? I was gonna ask you. I mean, you said he was 4 minutes away, and I'm surprised he's not here yet.
He probably couldn't resist the urge. He's probably already binging on it as we speak.
Oh, that's funny. But
All
yeah,
we're gonna see is an empty bag. I'm
probably.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I was just talking about how it's interesting how when you watch something in a different language, it doesn't hit the same when you watch it in the original language. Because even if you watch it in Japanese, the original, that one I can kind of work with, but then you got to read.
Yes.
But in English, it's just different because they have it in Hulu.
I know.
English,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
I think that too. Yeah. It's like in Dragon Ball Super, you have the tournament of power going on, right?
Right.
And when that was going on, I asked a friend of mine, "Have you been catching up?" He's all like, "I'm waiting for the Spanish version to come out, so I'm not even there yet."
Yeah,
that happens. So, how was the food, John? Did you like it?
I haven't eaten yet. All right, we got the food here. The burrito.
You gotta get the first impression, man.
Salsa roja. And salsa verde.
There you go. You know Spanish.
Yeah, I know a little bit. I mean, in LA, you learn it. You know, I'm not Hispanic. I'm Armenian, but I still learn it. As long as I can order my own food in Spanish, I'm good. Sí, con todo. Because you know how they ask you, do you want everything, and you say yes, I want everything. Got the big ass horchata here.
Oh, there's the horchata.
It's like the size of my head.
That's that classic white cup, no branding, no nothing, but you know what's inside of it. It's good.
They used to have their own branded cups, but yeah, I guess they changed it. It's probably cheaper to use styrofoam cups now.
Definitely cheaper.
Yeah.
For
sure. Just curious. So, is Armenian like mostly your heritage? Because I thought I heard like Lebanon before in a conversation. Is it mostly Armenian or?
So okay, here's a history lesson. Whenever the Armenian genocide took place in 1915, a lot of Armenians fled to places like Lebanon, Syria, basically a lot of Middle Eastern countries, Iran. So basically, my heritage or my ancestors are Armenian, but my parents were born and they grew up in Lebanon, and then they came here whenever Syria started bombing the crap out of Lebanon. What year was it? I think it was in the 80s. They had like a war type thing. So my parents left that and they came here to the States. And then it's funny because they actually met each other here through a mutual friend, and then they got married and had me and my sister. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
Wow, I didn't know that history before. Thank you for telling me.
No problem. I gotta catch up on the comments.
Oh, we were just talking about movies and stuff, so I think they were doing the same.
We're talking about what?
Movies.
Movies, I gotcha. Okay. G says, give him a little cash. Yeah, I gave him an extra $5 on the I mean, I gave him $5 on the app, and then I gave him an extra $5 cash. So I tipped him $10 total. You're talking about movies, but Batman is on HBO Max. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. You should have seen. You should have Will Smith slapped them for the movie review. That was something else. The Ring was definitely the most traumatizing movie I've seen as a kid. Yeah, it was pretty scary.
That was a great movie, man. That was like a great era for like scary movies, like like the mid 2000s. And right now, like, and like the first Paranormal Activity thing. After that, everything has been kind of meh.
I'm laughing at this comment because she's referring to Pedro's stream. Yeah. John, are you supposed to hide your phone in your pocket and record or not? That's funny. Paul
funny.
Alien was my first scary movie.
Somebody was telling me, I should go live with my tablet, but the camera on this thing sucks. The camera on this tablet it's from like.
What kind of tablet is it?
This is a Samsung A7 Lite or something like that.
All you had to do was say Samsung. Samsung explains it all.
Hey man, don't rip on Android.
Yeah. I love Android.
I just feel like to me, it's like they have to put a camera on it, so it's like it's bad. I mean, the front facing one is terrible, like, but the one in the back is passable for sure. But it just was like afterthought, like, oh, we got to put a camera, throw in whatever fits, and no one's gonna actually use it. And then when you actually want to use it, it sucks.
Right.
Yeah, maybe the camera quality would improve if you remove the Redskins wallpaper.
maybe.
I'm just talking trash because we're in the same division. That's why.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was one of those kids that was dragged into the R-rated movies, so I know what you're talking about.
Back in the day, people would bring their babies, and yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know.
No one would enforce that
Yeah, you
stuff.
probably can't see that, but the quality's terrible in this.
Okay, I think I'm all caught up on the comments. It is weird how many Armenians open Italian restaurants around. That's interesting. Maybe because Armenian food or Mediterranean food wouldn't fly. Italian's probably more recognizable, more marketable. Because like Armenian food's like it's like kebab, like on a skewer, Mediterranean rice salad, things like that. I don't know.
I mean, we got a lot of kebab places here, like a lot of kebab places.
Yeah,
and like Lebanese places also.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the same food, just Mediterranean food. Your kebab, your rice, your salad, things like that. There's the hummus, which is made out of garbanzo beans, I believe.
Yeah, but some of them places are really expensive. At least to my humble pockets, they feel expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if people want to pay for it, then they're charging it. I guess I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. So how's the first?
There's the mukbang, right?
How's the first bite?
It's okay.
I don't see any sauce.
On it.
Well, yeah, you gotta put the sauce.
John's all like, I'm not gonna show you pictures of food anymore because that's gonna be tempting. I'm just gonna eat in front of you.
I'm just gonna eat on camera instead. Yeah. All right, I'll give you guys a review.
All right, right on a live review.
How was the presentation though? You gotta start from that. It's a proper food review.
It's Mexican food.
It's good. It just tastes cold. I don't know why.
It tastes cold?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe it's old.
Like it should be steaming right now because it wasn't a stacked order. Maybe it's because they're closing and then the meat wasn't hot.
Right. Probably.
Yeah, that's probably a factor.
So is that better than Chipotle? I mean, I'm assuming that's a yes, but
yeah, it is. It's different. Like I wouldn't consider this healthy. Chipotle is healthier.
I think Chipotle is an American restaurant more than anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely not real Mexican food. John, you're killing us raw.
you can't tell, but I'm salivating now. I'm hungry right now, man. Struggling.
This is better.
Now we're just gonna hear you like make those chewing sounds like ASMR or something.
Yeah. It's like.
That's pretty funny.
Oh wow, Giglabossi just subbed to your channel, Carlos.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, Carlos is a good channel.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna do the same thing after we're done here. So I don't think I can do that right now.
Yeah, because Carlos, talk about you mostly talk about anime, right, on your channel?
Yeah, it's mostly about anime. If you have an interest in that, you're more than
welcome
to check
it out. I'm gonna hit up Carlos for all the Spanish links.
There you go.
In English, I don't want it.
He says no. Stop showing off your high technology. I think she's really talking about your as you still talk about this, the tablet.
My cheap tablet.
Yeah.
My cheap tablet with the cracked screen at the bottom. When I went to the little kiosk, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna cost $200 to fix the screen." The tablet is $200. I'm not gonna spend what the tablet costs to fix the screen. You know.
Appreciate it, D. Thanks for letting everyone know and hit the like. Appreciate that. Pinche güero or pinche chummy güero come. He wants to eat. He's hungry. Yeah, you guys should be used to it by now. Every time you come to my stream, there's most likely a chance of eating.
Right.
You know he meant it because he said it in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. And he wrote it in all caps.
Yeah.
Man, I'm jealous. I can't get Mexican food at 1 o'clock in the morning. At least not anything good.
There's this place out here. Oh yeah, the guacamole is really good. You get it for free if you order a vegetarian burrito. I have a friend who's a big meat eater. He just orders meat on the burrito only. And then when I order next to him, he notices, hey, your burrito's more packed than mine. Yeah, it's all the veggies plus the guacamole for free. So, there's options,
Plus, I feel like a bowl is better for your money. You get more food for the same price.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, because they put more food in the bowl. Because with the burrito, they're worried about wrapping it because they don't want to put too much. So what you can just get a bowl and you can ask for tortillas on the side and make your own little tacos burritos.
Oh, right on. Hey, let's have Chipotle someday like we planned. We should definitely do that one of these days.
Definitely.
Wait, so I'm assuming you guys are in the same city, right?
We're in the greater LA area, just on opposite sides of that LA area. So
I'm north and Carlos is south.
Yeah, Pasadena's are in between.
So like if you guys were to meet up, is that like a 30-minute drive or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like going to fancy Pasadena with all these artisan restaurants just to get Chipotle.
Yeah. I actually grew up in Pasadena.
Oh, nice. I like
the other
that
half
area.
I grew up in the Valley.
Oh, wow. Is the Valley Girl accent real?
I don't think so. Or not to me, at least.
Yo, do you guys think that you could eat the same food every single day and not get bored of it?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm asking that because there's a guy that orders Chipotle every single day, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
I could probably do that
every single day.
D, I agree with you. They have really good rewards on apps. So even their food's kind of expensive, they also give you a lot of rewards.
That's good. I use rewards at Potbelly. The Potbelly here.
I've heard of it.
Oh, you guys don't have Potbellies over there?
No. I don't think we have them out here. Do we have Potbelly here in LA, Carlos?
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, we don't have them here.
I haven't seen a Waffle House either. I hear that's mostly a southern thing.
Yeah, we have Roscoe's. We have Roscoe's chicken and waffles. Do you have Qdoba? No, we only have Chipotle and a couple of Freebirds. That's it.
I think Qdoba is better than Chipotle, and that's not a popular take. If you have both in your city, a lot of people are like diehard Chipotle fans, and I feel like Chipotle survived a lot of media.
Yeah.
They went through with like E. coli outbreaks and stuff, but they're still here. But the thing is, Qdoba is popular here because if you go to like the local college, you can use your, they call them Mason dollars for George Mason. You can use your Mason money at the Qdoba. That's not even part of the school. So they get a lot of people, even though they're not attached to the school. But
Makes sense.
It's pretty good though.
Is Chipotle everywhere?
I mean, they're here, so I would assume
in Virginia, right?
Yeah, you see a lot of Chipotle
popular.
Oh, good to know. Next time I'm in a road trip, I could just like stop by a local Chipotle. Last time I was in Oregon and Washington, I saw quite a few.
I think Giglioski was saying he hasn't tried it yet in the comments. I'm assuming there must be one in the area. He said he hasn't tried it yet, right?
This is one big old advertisement for Chipotle. How could you not try that? I mean, it's our secret sponsor.
You know what's so funny? So I always plug in Panera because have you guys heard of the Unlimited Sip Club?
Panera bread is good, yeah. I love Panera bread.
So have you heard of the Unlimited what? The Unlimited Sip Club?
I have membership. I still have to use it.
What?
So when I signed up, they gave you 3 months for free, and you can go every 2 hours and get a free coffee, free drink.
Yep.
Wow.
And it was funny because I kept plugging them in my videos. Like if you're a driver, there's probably most likely a Panera in your city. You might as well get a free drink, and you can use it every 2 hours. And now everyone was like, it's like a joke that I'm sponsored by Panera. I wish.
That's funny.
But it was the first month they actually charged me because I was like, oh man, I forgot to cancel it. But then after using it, I actually like it because if you go there 2-3 times a week, it already pays for itself.
It's worth it if you go there a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I signed up for it. For me, it wasn't free, but it was 3 months for $3.99 each, so like $4 a month. So I'm like, I'll try it out.
Yeah. No, for me, it was when I signed up. It was I got free 3 months, and I definitely put a little dent in their food budget or like the food cost and all that stuff for sure.
G says, Nova, have you had Santini's?
Yes, but I don't like them. I don't know. I think Santini's is more like a regional chain. There's a bunch of them here, but I don't think they're nationwide. It's just like subs and pizza. They just feel overpriced. Like for what you get, it doesn't feel the same.
Giglebowski says, I think he's referring to Carlos. I'm a huge Space Dandy fan. I actually met Ian that voices him. I'm just getting into Demon Slayer.
Oh, wow. Then I'll have to check out Space Dandy as soon as I can then. Catch up with that. there's just so much anime out there. It's impossible to see them all.
I think the last anime that I really got into is really old, like Berserk. Like I watched it a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
D says Nova Underground Panera.
You know what the funny
Exposed.
You're the Bentley Cooper Panera bread.
The funny thing is, before that, I found out the Limited Sip Club. I hated going to Panera because they never paid great and the waits were always bad. By now, I'm like, hey, at least I can get a free drink out of it. You know,
exactly. That's a good idea. Just take orders there just to get a drink.
I mean, honestly, you could just go in there if you really wanted to and just pretend to use a little machine and get a cup. No one even checks.
The fountain drink, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't get that many Panera bread orders anymore. I don't know why. Maybe they're going to all the top dashers.
They're always bad though, man. They usually they're always from like Panera app themselves. Like I don't think anybody orders Panera from DoorDash, and then they order it from the Panera app.
Yeah,
and it's just they're never good. At least not the ones that I get.
I mean, it's just basically hospital food. It's overpriced hospital food.
Facts. That's what it is. Exactly. It looks good, but when you bite into it, I'm like, who made this? Like, it doesn't taste. The looks don't match.
It's just whatever. Yeah.
It's sad.
Corner bakery's kind of like that. I don't know if you guys have corner bakeries over there.
They do have one. Never had it. It looks like a fancy Panera, or like a fancier Panera, I guess.
I mean, Panera does look fancy. I had Qdoba in Colorado. I'm definitely gonna try Qdoba whenever I go to this trip to St. Louis. I'm gonna try all the stuff that we don't have here. Do they have Sheets or Wawa in Cleveland? Because I might stop there, and also maybe Michigan.
Dude, I could do a whole food series on Wawa, man. They have so much food. I could just be like, I'm just like John. I'm gonna eat in front of you guys, make you all hungry and whatnot, with food you can't get. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we have an equivalent here.
Yeah, the funny thing is they actually just came up with their own tacos, but they're expensive. It's like 3 tacos for like $12, which I feel like that's expensive. If it's a real good taco place, I'll pay for it. But this is coming from a chain that doesn't sell tacos. This is a gas station.
Exactly.
So I'm afraid to try it. I keep trying to talk to the manager to like let me get a little freebie just to make sure that it's good, but she won't budge. So
no, but have you had In-N-Out?
I have had In-N-Out. I've had it, and I think it's hyped. I know it's unpopular opinion with Californians, but I think it's good. But I don't know if it's what people make it out to be.
Yeah, I think it's overhyped too. But for the price, you can't beat the quality and the taste.
I like Shake Shack.
There's always a huge line at In-N-Out. Always.
I don't like Shake Shack. For $10, you get like a tiny ass burger, and I'm surprised it's separate.
I don't like that they separate things. I don't like that about Shake Shack.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
I think overall, for like the money and the value, I think Five Guys is pretty solid. But if I had to choose between In-N-Out and Five Guys, I would choose In-N-Out because I can't eat.
All right, Sheet. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Hey, take care, Sheet.
Kind of like no Gentleman's Club is fancy.
No, it's what it's called. It's what it's called. It's called the Gentleman's Club. Oh,
I like we're calling good.
Plug him in. It's called Good Guys in DC. Good Guys in DC. If you look them up, they actually have good reviews for a strip club. They have good reviews.
Tommy's Burgers is good, but yeah, they're only in LA. And again, you have to, if you order, it's gonna get cold by the time you get it. So I recommend eating there.
It's like when people order from like steakhouses. I'm like, this food is meant to be eaten there. Like
like Outback.
No, I'm talking about like fancy steakhouses.
Like a real steakhouse, yeah.
Like Ruth Chris, or like Morton Steakhouse here, or they have like there's a bunch here, or like Fogo de Chao, Texas de Brazil. Like
we have all those here too.
But I feel like the food's meant to be eaten at a restaurant. I feel like it doesn't travel well. But if you have the money, I guess.
Fogo de Chao, is that Brazilian or Argentinian? I always forget.
It's Brazilian.
Brazilian, yeah, I figured.
There's a lot of Brazilian steakhouses here, for sure.
Well, I keep hearing from Brazilians that their food is way better than whatever they can find here.
Oh, yeah, I'm
like some of my English students, they would say, if we can't find decent Brazilian food here, like if you go to Brazil itself, that's the best food. There's no way for me to tell, but I guess the world has a lot to offer, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just tell them that they're SOL. So the food on a scale of 4 to 5, or on a scale of 1 to 5, I'll give it a 4. It was very well seasoned. It was just cold, so I couldn't get the full flavor, but seasoning and everything was on point, and the horchata was good too, not too sweet.
Oh, that's key, man. Not too sweet. They have one here.
Yeah, because they just put too much sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah,
I forgot what chain. There's a chain here. It's not on the border. It's man, it'll come back to me. But their horchata is super sweet. Like I took a sip and I was like, man, this is diabetes.
Diabetes in a cup.
Yeah.
Straight up diabetes. Yeah. Man, what is that place? It's gonna bug me. I have to look it up. It's gonna bother me if I can't think of the name of that restaurant.
You know what I heard about gas station food? Never trust the sushi there.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Where's this place at?
I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments.
By the way, John, just to let you know, there is a Salvadorian version of horchata too. So if you ever try Salvadorian horchata, it's gonna be different than the Mexican one.
What's it called?
Horchata, the same.
Oh. Fail.
Oh, the place is called Cafe Rio. That's what it's called. Cafe Rio.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys have that.
I'll have some Salvadorian horchata with my pupusas.
There you go.
Pupusa is like a very traditional Salvadorian food.
Oh yeah, they have a bunch of pupusa places here. A lot.
Nice.
Sean says I can barely finish Chipotle burrito. So full after. Yeah, it feels like you're digesting a baby.
That's the thing. See, whenever I'm dashing, I can't have Chipotle because then I'm gonna be super lazy.
Yeah, like I guess they're the carbs.
Like, I would just be like, decline. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not moving. Not yet.
Yeah, I always get the bowl and I go light on the carby stuff like the rice and the corn. I just get light everything.
I mean, my burrito is super basic because I can't do beans. If I do beans when I'm dashing, I might as well go home. So
food coma.
It gives you the runs.
Yeah, it goes right through me, man. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
He says, "Oh, gas station food could be a whole show. Do you guys have Quick Trip?"
We don't have Quick Trips over here. We don't. Not
we
here.
We don't have it either.
Good guy.
Good guy sounds like a mafia movie. It does.
You know what's funny about that? There's definitely a guy that runs.
Look at him on your fancy
There's definitely a guy that runs the place that looks like he could be from Good Guys, like that kind of movie.
SNL does a whole skit on gas station sushi. Wow, I did not know that.
That's hilarious.
Chipotle will ruin your acceptance rate. Facts. Because it just makes you lazy.
But you know one thing I give the Good Guys place is they don't have ATMs. What they do have is a machine that will exchange your 20s for ones, and they charge you $1, which isn't that bad. You know, because it's not like I've been to a few where it's like you put $20 and you know you get back like 12. After
see you later, Sean. Thanks for stopping by.
Take care, Sean.
Have a good night.
But no, yeah, I've been to a few gentlemen clubs in my time. That's good times. But there's one in Pittsburgh that even has rewards, and that's when I knew this place is way too fancy for me. When you go to a gentleman's club that has rewards, that's all too much right there.
Have you guys ever been to an anime convention?
I've not.
I've been to one here in the Gaylord Hotel in Baltimore, but it was a long time ago.
Right. So the latest one in LA had a maid cafe after dark where the girls dressed in bunny girl costumes. So that was the plus 18 version.
I'm sure it was a hit.
It is. I think it was sold out.
I bet. Yeah.
D says make it rain.
Hey, all the cash tips I get all year, I put them into one, which is not a lot.
The money printer go burr.
That's so funny.
Rewards get out.
I'm telling you, the place of rewards.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, they got a couple of places that are I don't know what the proper term is, but a topless bar or topless restaurant or whatever. I know what they call it.
Topless.
But yeah, it's funny because it's next to a 7-Eleven, so it's like if you didn't. So you people will go to a 7-Eleven and then go to like the restaurant, you know, to eat.
He's asking if we're going to the Pedro's conference. I'm going. I'm not sure about Nova, and then Carlos says he's not really in the gig community.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. I wanted to go, but I had other things lined up, and I couldn't make it
happen. It was your
happen.
mom's birthday, right?
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Yeah.
She wants to go to like Niagara Falls, and she's been making a big deal out of it. So she's turning 60. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
or you know what you could do is bring mom and yourself to the gig conference.
she'll be like, what the heck are you doing? Like, who are these people? And
Happy birthday, mom! Here we are at gig conference.
She's like, why are they calling you Nova? That's what she's gonna ask. That's what she's gonna ask.
It's like, wait, who's Nova Dasher?
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, but my mom does Uber though, but she does like the Uber rideshare. She likes doing rideshare.
Wow, that's crazy. Props to your mom.
I don't even know how she does it because she's like the slowest driver. So I'm sure she has like the worst driver. But
if bikers could do it, then any driver could do it, I guess, right?
That's true. Very true.
I was wondering if I could show you a picture of that maid cafe that from that event from the LA Convention Center.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
Okay, so this is the cover. I don't know if it's too shiny.
I see it.
There's that.
Oh, they signed it for you. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool,
I mean, it only costs $10, but what are you gonna do? It's a once-a-year event.
That's the $10. That's less than a burrito bowl.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's actually cheaper than a burrito bowl.
Yeah. I think a burrito bowl.
You know, I've heard a joke that says, "Have you seen the new design of the $1 bill?" And they show you a $20 bill. The joke on inflation.
That's funny.
That's
he says, "Who is Nova? What have you done with my son?" Exactly.
He's my
Who the hell's Nova Dasher?
That's so funny. Hey, D, where have you been? I feel like D just came out of nowhere today with the comments.
She was on Pedro's stream.
Right, but I feel like before that I hadn't seen her. At least
I don't know. D says, "Nice souvenir." Yeah, she was on the after party last time too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can always be here unless something happens for sure.
Yeah, because you work until like what, 3 or 4 a.m.
5.
That's crazy, dude. Again, I don't know when you sleep. Because you start dashing at like 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m.
Right, but I mean, I think Monday's off anyway, so it's my day.
Oh, gotcha.
So
strategic, I like it.
Yeah.
But have you thought about this possibility, Nova Dasher? What if you're actually dreaming right now, and all of this is a dream?
Yeah, the burrito was a dream.
If this is all a dream, then I don't know what's wrong with my mind. I would picture something else other than you guys.
Yeah,
that's funny though.
He says I've been following Pedro from the go. That's awesome. So yeah, you were there early on.
Yeah. I mean, I've been following Pedro for a long time too. I think.
Yeah, I think Pedro, his timing was perfect because he basically, got on YouTube and started doing DoorDash and Uber at a time where when the lockdown started, I think he got laid off, but then he quit his job. But so many people were looking, for DoorDash and Uber content, and because they lost their job because of the pandemic. So it was like perfect because he was basically teaching tips and tricks for people who were looking for a source of money. So I think that's why his channel grew, and I'm happy for him. He's done really good work.
No, for sure. Even one of my most popular videos is the Dasher Direct card review that I made actually at the Wawa gas station when I was just putting out. I just I put it together real quick, and I've actually made more money from that video alone than I made from other videos that are longer and have more production value than that one. But it's interesting how that works, because then when DoorDash threw that 10% cashback, I feel like everybody started looking into like the Dasher Direct thing. So.
Also, I think there's not that many videos on Dash Direct card. Not many people have it.
Yeah, it's true. The only problem with it is the quality of the card, man. Where's my wallet?
Oh yeah, I remember you were complaining about it. Not complaining, but just saying like how it's cheap.
Like, let me see if I can find it here. Like, I've only had it for like maybe 5-6 months, and can you see it?
Yeah,
Dasher Direct.
It's falling apart.
Can you see how bad the card looks?
Yeah.
When you look at the back. Look at the. I'm gonna cover my numbers here because you guys don't look.
Cover the number, please.
If you see here, if you see the strip is already like.
Yes, coming off. That's insane.
So whenever I go to use the ATM or whenever I go to swipe, I'm like, please be real careful and just.
So does it get declined?
It doesn't work sometimes. It'll just be like error or like not read or something. but I have like Apple Pay or like Android Pay, whatever it's called. So I use it with that most of the time. But it's really annoying that it's already falling apart.
There's the rush quality for you. Only the finest.
I mean, it took like 3 weeks to get here too, which is the worst part.
That's insane. D says, "All right, guys, good times. You all crack me up and motivate me to try to get some sleep. Can't wait to stream and comment on a comment. Yeah, for sure." She says that car is tore up from the floor up.
Yeah, car's been through a lot. Car's been through a lot.
It is falling apart. It's hanging on to his last breath for sure. Yeah. Thanks, D. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night.
Hey, thank you, D, for all the comments. You're great.
Yeah, you crack us up too, so it's mutual.
And I'm afraid to ask for a new one because I feel like it'll take 3 weeks to get here.
Might take even longer.
You know, so it's like, but my coworker has one, and his looks different. Like it looks like a slight different variation than mine, but the quality is a little bit better. But I was like,
you might have gotten like the first batch or something.
I think so, like maybe, because when I first got it, it wasn't. You didn't get paid right away. You got paid at the end of the day, in the middle of the night, and then they switched to as soon as you finish your dash, you get paid instantly, which is great. No fee or anything, you know.
If are you able to transfer to your bank?
Yeah, you can transfer it, but it'll take like a day, like a business day. But you can
do they charge for that?
No, it's free.
Okay.
But you can go to any ATM that's in their network, like all point ATMs. They have like any CVS is free, and a bunch of places are.
Like, I'm sure.
I think some places are like $1.50 or $1, you know, for like a low fee or whatever. I just go to CVS and I just cash it out if I really need it. But for the most part, I just transfer to myself. Yeah. But because I don't like to keep a lot of money there, because I don't really trust DoorDash like that, you know, to keep a lot of money there.
I was gonna say maybe if you order a new card, they still let you use your old one while the new one arrives.
Right? I think they should, but I don't know if they would do that.
Because DoorDash, you never know.
Yeah. Oh,
count on them to screw it up.
Technically, it's called Fair, or like they have a different name. It's like a bank.
Payfair, I think. Payfair.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. I don't really. Yeah, I keep on like $100, $200 on there just in case, but I don't have to keep too much money there, just in case the app goes down. It's only going down once. I mean, one time I used the ATM and it said there was an error, like the machine didn't have cash, but it took the money away from my account, and for like 5 seconds I was like freaking out, and then the money was put back in there, and I was like, okay, good.
That's good, yeah.
Because when I call support, it took me to the Dasher support page, and I'm like, who am I going to talk to now? I like
someone in India.
Yeah,
they outsource their support,
right? And then I'm gonna have to explain this to like 10,000 people before somebody can actually help me. So luckily, it didn't escalate to that, but it might have.
Yeah, I want to get the card. Seems enticing, but I just don't trust DoorDash for my money at all. So I just when I need, I just paid it $2 and cash it out. If not, then I just let it get deposited to my bank account.
Yeah, I used to do the fast pay a lot. Because
it's $2.
I didn't like having that, but I don't see why it's so much though. Like I think Grubhub is like 75 cents or 50 cents, whatever.
50 cents. Grubhub, Uber, Ship, they're all 50 cents.
So I don't know why DoorDash is over here like upcharging a lot.
They're making money off of it.
And there's a cap. Like if you have more than, I want to say it's like 700 or 1,000.
On Grubhub?
No, DoorDash. It won't let you.
Okay.
It won't let you do it all at once.
That's crazy.
But I feel like they should tell you that. Because I remember it happened to a friend where he went over the cap and then he talked to support and like, yeah, there's a cap. And he's like, well, if I don't know that, how am I supposed to know there's a cap?
Yeah.
So I told him, like, dude, every 2-3 days, just, do fast pay. That way you don't have that issue. So.
Yeah. Grubhub, they have a cap too, but they tell you in the app it's $500.
Yeah. I haven't done Grubhub in a while. But they always send me like, oh, we have missions, and the missions are just absolutely garbage.
It's like last minute. It's like 3 hours left. That's what it's like. It's in my market. It's like oh, we have a mission, and you got midnight. It's like 10 p.m. in my market.
You see here what they have, if anything.
Oh, can I ask you guys a quick question before I
go?
I might have to clock out at this time. But what I was gonna ask is, in the gig economy, do you guys think that, when it comes to the unemployment rate or people who are unemployed, that there's always an option, now that the gig economy is a thing? Do you feel that like there's always an option for everyone? when it comes to finding a stream of income, or do you think that there's still challenges that might bar people from being able to participate in that sense?
Go ahead, Nova.
I think for me, I think two things. I feel like people that are unemployed right now, I feel like to me, you're almost choosing to be unemployed. I feel like right now, anyone's hiring. So I feel like if you're unemployed right now, you either don't want to work or something is really wrong with you, or maybe you don't have a good attitude or things. But I feel like to do gig work, I feel like if you don't have like a drive within yourself, it's really hard
Mm-hmm.
because nobody's telling you to go online, no one's telling you to clock in, nobody's telling you to do anything. But when you go to a W-2 job, when you're clocked in, you're getting paid regardless. You could be standing around not doing anything. You could be in the bathroom pooping. Who knows? But I feel like it's really hard.
What's that one meme with Elmo?
Yeah,
Everything like on the toilet,
yeah. Exactly.
pooping on the boss's dime or something.
It's like it's better when you're getting paid, But it's yeah,
Yeah,
even for gig work, when I see people, I just started, man, that's great. It's how's it going? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? I feel like every market is full of drivers, but there's also people that probably quit every single day, but we don't even know. We don't have those stats to
exactly.
see how many people don't dash every day that didn't dash yesterday or whatever. But I think the biggest challenge is that I think the people's mentalities are it's different now. I feel like people don't want to work. They want a handout. They want to get unemployment. They want to get things for not doing anything. And it's sad. But I feel like that's where the society's at, and that's just what I see. Even at my job right here, like literally, like a lot of the people that we're actually choosing to get people from are like people that just came out of prison because no one else wants to work, and they want to
Mhm.
work, because they want to get back into society and think as long as you can pass a drug test right now, like we'll hire you because we
And a
don't have
background check.
not even a background check right now because we don't even
Oh
have
wow,
that. Because right now it's like we need people bad. So as long
that's
as
crazy.
as long well actually that's not true. As long as you can be around children or like near schools and you can pass a drug test, you're basically hired. Um,
That's insane.
because we need people and nobody wants to work. We had a guy who we just hired him, and he said, "Hey man, I've been making 25 cents for the last 15 years or whatever, how much he got paid when he was in prison." And he's like, "I actually see a check now, like a real check." Because imagine coming out of jail and you're making $18 an hour. That's not bad for not having any experience or not having anything. Just all you need is a driver's license. That's pretty good. But I think for most of society and most people that can work are choosing not to work. I mean,
I
that's just
agree. There's so many options now. There's no reason to be homeless, especially whenever I see like people who are young or able-bodied. It's like, no, I'm not going to give you money because you could easily work, and you're just choosing to be out here in the streets. I think it's just a sense of entitlement. They
mm,
want the government to give them money, and they're like, oh, I don't really have to work. The government's not giving me money. And yeah, I agree with you. I mean, with the gig economy, and yeah, like it's not the greatest job, but if you're working at a restaurant or somewhere, it's still money you can pay your bills. So when you're on the street of being homeless, I don't think you have much option of like, oh, I don't want to do fast food. You got to put
mm.
money in a bank account.
Dude, even now I see homeless people here with like the little signs, and it
Hmm.
has their Venmo, their Cash App, their
Oh yeah, they're
cell. I'm like,
sophisticated now.
I'm like, you're so creative, bro. Like, why can't you get a job?
Exactly.
Like it's. Oh, I seen them with like smartphones and iPhones, and I'm like, how do you charge it if you don't have a place to stay or anything? And
They
but to
probably do.
them,
They
that's like their job. And I see some
yeah.
that are like there from the early morning until like late at night. And I'm like, you stood here for the better part of the entire day. I don't know how much you
Hmm.
made, but I see people give them money. Someone's
Yeah.
giving them money, so it's
Tax
insane.
free.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you guys for those answers. It actually did make sense, especially when I'm trying to figure out this whole great resignation thing and how so many places are understaffed. And I think
Mhm.
what you guys said really did make sense. But in any case, I had a blast, and it's been a pleasure meeting you, Nova Dasher. Thank you so much, John, for having me. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Hey,
But
Columbus,
I'll be on my way. What was that? I'm sorry.
right before you go, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, that's I would have to agree or think along the same lines as you because even if you don't have a car, you could probably lease it, right? Through
Right.
Uber or something. They probably have programs for that. And
Mhm.
so sometimes I wonder, like when people say, "Oh, I can't hold a job," or they're not able to either find or keep jobs, and
Mhm.
I see so many help wanted signs out there. but I'm not disqualifying people who are legitimately disabled.
Right.
Because there are people who legitimately are not able. At the same time, the population of the United States is so huge, and yet there's so many understaffed places. I'm like, where do all the people, how do they survive? Where do they go?
Right. Yeah.
This whole idea of living with mama and papa still, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's funny you mentioned that. I have a guy who one of my videos he put, "Hey, do you make $1,000 a week?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay, nice, thank you." And then like a week later, he rented a car and he's been in my area for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
I think he rented a car. I think he told me he pays like $300 a week, which is a lot, but he's making like 250, 300 a day.
Oh wow.
Where in Pittsburgh he was only making like 150, 100 where he's from.
Right.
And he's like,
he's running that car to the ground though. He doesn't care. He
Yeah,
sees the high payouts. He takes them.
And then I mean, it's not his car, and that's
Exactly.
the deal. He's doing the DoorDash program through Hertz, I think.
Mhm.
They have a program, and all he has to do he can extend it. And I told him, like, you're paying a lot for the car, but he's like, yeah, but I'm not paying for the oil changes, the tires, or whatever.
No insurance. Insurance
and
is expensive.
And then they gave him like a Hyundai Sonata, which isn't even that. Yeah, it's pretty decent in gas, so it's not bad. So he's been here for like at least a month now, and he gets
awesome.
he gets an Airbnb a couple days, and the rest of the days he's been in this car, which is crazy. But he's making that money. So, but I feel like a lot of people that are drivers that have some type of disability, at least this job enables them to do something because it's not that physically demanding. So I know some dashers like, oh man, I got knee pains or whatever, back pains, but I can do this. And then you have other people that are choosing not to do anything, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's we're living in crazy times right now, but as a society we'll figure it out, little by little. I think things will get better. It's just
they'll have to, because not working and not paying bills is not sustainable.
Yeah,
it's not sustainable. So it's like life, there's cycles, and I think sooner or later we'll be on the going up again. I look forward to that. But in any case, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it again. And have a good night. And maybe next time I could join you guys again in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Carlos.
Good meeting you, man. Good meeting you.
Likewise. Take care.
See ya.
Oh man, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:30 here, so 1:30 for you, man.
It's 11:30 actually. We're 3 hours behind.
Oh, you're right. You're 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
Oh man, I envy you right now, man. Oh.
West Coast. West Coast is the best coast. Yeah, this burrito's sitting in my stomach now. I gotta do something to burn it off. I'll probably punch the shit out of my punching bag.
Check out my Grubhub map. Look how dumb that looks like a whale.
It looks retarded.
Looks like a shrimp. Like
mine is a complete different shape.
That's the dumbest shape ever. And I tried to like email him to change it. I don't even know where to go to do that. Oh yeah, yours looks like
it's huge.
It looks like a tiny Texas.
It does, yeah. It looks like its own state.
That's what it looks like. That's crazy, man. I think you're gonna hit 500 subs by July 24th, if not sooner.
That'll be awesome.
I think
maybe it'll happen at the Gig conference.
I think it'll happen before. But I think
hopefully.
By then for sure. You'll be here for sure.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to YouTube, and I don't know if YouTube's pushing out my channel or not. That's my biggest concern.
Well, I mean, I think the more content you put out, the better it is. Like,
yeah, just gotta put more videos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still.
How did you grow your channel? Because you're uploading every day, right?
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, it was just every single day, and now I'm just kind of slacking because I've been doing, personal things, and then I gotta edit, and then if work is busy, then I can't do it here. Because after we get done doing this, I have a video I need to edit.
You can do what Mr. Flex does, just stream all day. That way you don't have to worry about editing.
No, but it's tough, man. Even streaming all day, that's challenging with the phone connection not being all that great sometimes.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, slowly, man. Right now, I'm sitting at 2,288, which is crazy. I didn't even think it was like, to me. I mean, that's crazy. But I mean, Hot Facts already passed me. This man's got to be buying subs. Like, if you look at his channel, he gets like no views, but he has like 2,000.
He has no comments either.
And he has like a crap ton of subs, but he gets no views. So he's got to be buying subs, which is kind of dumb. And what's the point of that?
you're just screwing yourself at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the channel grew really quickly. I'm like, I don't see anyone commenting. I don't see anyone liking. It just doesn't make sense, Like it is like nothing's going on for YouTube, the algorithm to push his channel. So yeah, it's strange.
Exactly.
Tech Free needs what's going on. Appreciate you stopping by. He's in Boston, so he's near you, I believe.
So he's a night owl like me then.
Exactly. Unfortunately, he's a Celtics fan, but we're still friends.
Well, I'm sure he's probably sad they lost.
Yeah, but this is the better team, the better franchise, so it's all good.
I don't know about all that right now, but
I got Kobe in the back.
I would just say, man, just as long as you keep uploading and you interact with the people that interact with you, it just grows on its own, really.
Okay.
Now I feel like I'm blessed enough now that it's a little extra money. I'm not like a Pedro level yet, but ideally that'd be pretty cool. But I can only imagine what these crazy YouTubers are making, or I would love to see their analytics, just to see what
like the ones that have like millions of subscribers.
Right,
yeah, they're raking in cash.
I mean, they have to be, even if they're making like pranks or whatever. I mean, abuse of you, and it's still gonna pay you. But yeah,
like what's his name, Mr. Beast?
Like, dude, he has to be making insane amounts of money.
Clearly, because he has the money to give it away, people.
Right? Yeah, he's like, oh, I think I saw one when he bought like a little used dealership, and he was giving away He was giving away cars. Whoever pulled into the lot, and this little dealership got a free car. So that's
insane.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, has he always been doing it? Like, is that what he built his channel on, or did he do it later on? I don't know.
No, that was a little bit later. Like, if you look at his early videos, they were like just random. I think there was one video where he said, I forgot. I think he said a PewDiePie like a million times. He said the name, like he just said PewDiePie.
Oh, that's
PewDiePie.
right.
Yeah, I
heard about that.
So he just had the most random content, really. So, and then eventually, I don't even know how he got big, and he has a good group of friends, and they just make funny content. So
cool. He's clearly gifted at that, because I can't think of any of the stuff that he comes up with.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff he makes is just like, whoever stays here the longest, gets a free car, a free Lamborghini, or something crazy like that.
Costa just completed the PC version of Sonic Colors Ultimate Remix. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. I played Sonic in such a long time.
Have you seen the new movie with Sonic? I haven't seen
it. I haven't seen either.
I just remember people talking about how bad he looked originally, and they had to.
Yeah, then they fixed it. They reanimated it.
Right. I think it's because his teeth look weird. Like if you saw the animation, he had like weird teeth, like human teeth or something. Look weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they try to make it look like realistic, like the graphics and stuff, but it didn't work then. Because with the second one, they just make it look like classic Sonic.
Right, which they should have done from the get-go, from the beginning.
Yeah.
For sure.
They probably weren't expecting everyone to take a dump on him.
That's for sure. I mean, I think to me it was just like almost like a movie that nobody asked. No one was out here like, oh, I want to see a Sonic movie. But it wasn't bad. It was okay. It was passable.
Kind of like the SpongeBob movie. It's like no one really asked for it,
Right. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I have it on I think it's on Paramount Plus. I think that's where it's on, but I haven't seen it.
Probably. SpongeBob. His cartoons still hold up really well. They're still pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and it's a great source for memes. Like you can get so many memes from cartoons nowadays.
Definitely.
It's funny. I was talking to a friend earlier, and we were talking about how like people were ditching, cable and DirecTV and things like that for the price. But now everybody has their own streaming app. So you pay Netflix $15, you pay HBO something else, and then it's like
exactly.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess the only difference is you're not locked into a contract for 2 years or whatever. But it's like if you add it all up, it definitely adds up for sure.
I think it's good if you watch just certain things. Like for me, the only subscriptions I have is YouTube Premium, because I watch a lot of YouTube, so I don't see any of the ads. And it comes with its own like free music app, like kind of like Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I have Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, because I got an iPhone on a Verizon plan, so I get that for free. But yeah, no, I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, no, the YouTube Premium for me, like I think they gave me like a free month, and I got hooked on that, man. Not seeing an
It's
ad,
awesome.
it's one of
It's
those like
amazing.
it's like one of those things like tell me you have money without telling me you have money. Like I don't see that.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like I haven't even
That's the
seen a
best.
single ad on my own videos. But then somebody told me that DoorDash puts ads on my videos, and I'm like, I'm sure they do, or whoever's job it is to put ads, but I
Yeah.
never see them, you know. So
They
yeah,
go based on SEO.
I've definitely never seen an ad. But you know what was crazy? I wonder why they didn't think about that before. The whole going YouTube Premium.
It's
Or
the
maybe,
best. It's underrated.
and you still get paid once you get monetized. You know, you still get like a little. It'll say like ads, and then YouTube Premium has its own little like category for people that watch YouTube with YouTube Premium.
I think it's like a flat fee, right?
I think so. I don't remember exactly, but it's still something, you know.
Yeah,
Better than
for
nothing.
sure. Yeah, I mean you can't not pay them. Rodney
Wow,
says
that's
I
pretty
gave this
cool.
girl, huh?
That's pretty cool.
I gave this girl an Uber ride in Burbank. She was the per person that drew SpongeBob for a TV show. That's crazy. Yeah, in Burbank, there's a lot of movie and TV studios there, so that makes sense. I drew SpongeBob. That's crazy. How long ago was that, Rodney? Was that recent or was it before the Rona? By the way, did you see that stream I did with UDM a few days ago? It was
You
really
know,
good.
I didn't see it live, which was really a bummer because I didn't get
Yeah,
notified. So I have to make sure
yeah,
to go click the bell. But I did see the replay.
yeah. Yeah, I've known him for a while now. Really good dude. He's definitely grown a lot over the years. I think. I mean, he's always been a humble person, but I think now he's better at seeing like both sides. And but yeah, like when I started doing food delivery, it was him and a couple other people doing YouTube content. So I definitely have a great appreciation for him.
Yeah, no, I used to watch him. I used to watch him, and then like Bentley Coop before he got all weird and shit. I
Yeah,
used to watch him a lot.
before the fame got to his head.
Yeah. Oh man.
Have you seen the show on Fox called I Can See Your? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, me neither. Must have gotten canceled after one season. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, probably. There's that one show that I've been trying to watch, The Masked Singer, where
I've seen
draw costumes.
right. I've seen clips, but I never actually seen the show.
Yeah, same.
I've seen clips on like YouTube and whatnot. I mean, I think yesterday, dude, I was supposed to edit my video, and I went down that YouTube rabbit hole, bro. I was just there,
Oh man.
just watching. Next thing you know, it was like 3:30, and I like fell asleep, and I'm like, man, I didn't do anything. I gotta wake up early now, like put the video together and whatnot. And I do all the editing on my phone, so like if I fall asleep, bro, like I would just, I mean, it saves, it like auto saves my progress, but then picking it back up, I'm like, where did I, where was I at when I fell asleep? Which kind of sucks.
Rodney says before the run, she was so nice. I wanted to ask her for a number, but I couldn't. Yeah, that's true. Maybe the email address. It's about the show. Contestant eliminate bad singers for $15,000. The contestant must have bad singers. So one good singer is left and singer is good, and then contestant wins 100,000. If they bad, lose it all.
Wait, what? That sounds like an interesting concept.
Yeah. I gotta watch to understand it.
Right. No, I used to watch. I forgot what the show was called. I don't know if it's there anymore, but it has some guy who was like a genius, and you would have to try and beat him. I forgot what it was called, and you would have you basically go and it had sections of questions, and the more questions you had, the more steps ahead of him you got, and if he got it right, he would get closer to you, like trying to catch you.
Jeopardy?
No, it wasn't Jeopardy. What was it called? It was, I don't know if he was British or Canadian. He had an accent, but basically you start in this little stair, and if you answer the question correctly, you move up. But if he answers correctly, he moves up. So if you get anything wrong and he gets it right, you basically, once he catches you, you lose the game basically.
Interesting. I've never heard about this, but it sounds interesting.
Man, I forgot what it's called. It was definitely on TV for a while. I forgot the dude's name. I'm sure if I Google the right things, or if my FBI agent's listening,
let me see. Your FBI agent.
you can put it on my phone real quick.
I'm looking it up too. Game show. Was it Japanese?
No. It was. I'm sure maybe the original one might have been Japanese, but it was the American.
Yeah, everything comes up as Japanese.
Let me see, what's it called?
Oh, what's it called? Downfall?
I don't think so.
It says Downfall is an American television game show series in which the contestants try to answer trivia questions that win up to $1 million while on the roof of a 10-story building in downtown Los Angeles. The series, hosted by Chris Jericho, premiered on June 22, 2010.
Wait, Chris Jericho, the wrestler?
I guess so, yeah.
No, so it's similar to that, but take
Yeah,
take away the whole being on top of a skyscraper.
Dude, look how old Chris Jericho's gotten. It's insane.
Isn't he still wrestling now for like AEW now? I think, right? I think he switched.
I haven't watched wrestling in such a long time. Maybe, I don't know.
And I know he switched to AEW now. Hold on.
All right, man. I'm gonna end the stream here. We're at 2 hours. I gotta get ready for bed. Gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me and the other panelists.
For sure.
Thanks to everyone who watched, commented. You guys are the best. Appreciate you guys. I'm sure we'll do another after party show next week. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.
Take care. Peace.